And good morning. Court does call the case of Arbor Meadows versus Tara Downey.
Good morning, Your Honor. For the record, Daniel Landman, P35797, appearing on behalf of the plaintiff.
They are not checked in. Downey? Have no response. If you'd like to take a default, raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do, Your Honor.
Go ahead, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor. Based on my client's books and records, the current rent to retain for Ms. Downey is $1,724.50. Costs are $175. So we're requesting a possession judgment in the total amount of $1,899.50 with an order of eviction to issue after September 22nd if said amount is not paid or if the tenant does not vacate the leased premises in the interim. To the best of my knowledge, Ms. Downey is not incompetent, a minor, or a member of the military service.
Judgment to the plaintiff. That is by default for possession, redemption amount, in the amount requested with the writ issue in 10 days. Arbor Meadows versus Thomas Miller.
Daniel Landman for the plaintiff. I believe Mr. Miller was present.
Yes, and I have a note here, and I'm going to pass it. And I have a note here that said he was having Zoom difficulties and that he was coming to Zoom in from the courthouse. So he's not here yet. So I'll pass it and let's see if he shows up.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Augusta Woods versus Sean Brown. Sean Brown, not checked
Daniel
in. You may
Landman
proceed.
for the plaintiff. Thank you, Your Honor. Your Honor, based on the books and records at Augusta Woods, the current rent to retain for Mr. Brown is $2,239.50. Costs are $179 for a total of $2,418.50. The proposed possession judgment provides for a writ date of September 22nd. To the best of my knowledge, Mr. Brown is not incompetent, a minor, or a member of the military service.
Judgment to the plaintiff by default for possession, redemption amount, in the amount requested with the writ to issue in 10 days. Augusta Woods versus Papa Gaye. Papa
Daniel
Gaye.
Landman for the plaintiff, Your Honor.
Gaye, no response. You may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. Your Honor, based on the books and records of Augusta Woods, this tenant's rent to retain is $809.43. Costs are $179 for a total of $988.43. The proposed judgment provides for a writ date of September 22nd. To the best of my knowledge, this tenant is not incompetent, a minor, or a member of the military service.
Judgment to the plaintiff by default for possession, redemption amount, in the amount requested, writ to issue in 10 days. Augusta Woods versus Susan Wolf.
Daniel Landman for the plaintiff, Your Honor. Ms. Wolf is present.
Yes. Ms. Wolf, can you unmute? Okay. Oh, I don't think we can hear you.
This isn't just roll call. It's your roadmap to not getting defaulted. Zoom etiquette equals courtroom etiquette. Miss a cue, and the court might move without you.
No, still can't hear you. Okay, while you work on that first, well, I'm going to need to hear from you.
She is unmuted.
All right, while you work on that, and Mr. Wolf, what you may want to do is you may want to sign off and sign back in. All right, I'll pass your case. And then sign off, sign back in, and see if that helps. Just pay attention to the information regarding audio. Okay? Thank you. Augusta Woods versus Paul Reedy and Nella Reedy. Well,
Daniel
Paul Reedy.
Landman for the plaintiff. Mr. Reedy was present. There he is.
He's
He's
here.
to Zoom to unmute.
I think that's it.
Okay. Mr. Reedy, yeah, we got to quit meeting like this. All right.
Welcome back. Yeah.
All
Sorry.
right. No, it's all right. What is plaintiff's claim?
Your Honor, plaintiff is showing rent to retain of $373.83 and costs are $218. So the grand total is $591.83.
All right, Mr. Reedy, how are we going to get that done?
Okay. I've been trying to get it straightened up. Was close to getting it straightened up. I paid $1,100 on the 3rd. Then my truck broke down. I bought a used truck, and the warranty that I purchased, of course, didn't cover corrosion for my exhaust manifolds. So that's in the shop getting fixed. I'm like, man, it was $288, and then the late fee, and then the court fee was like, oh my gosh. I called the lawyer's office yesterday, and they said they didn't see my name, so I was hoping it was like a dismissal or something. But I'm just trying to find out if there's any way I could work with them and get everything totally paid on the 3rd when I get my check. I've been saying that, but then it's like something happens. I don't owe a ton. I don't owe a ton, and I'm close to being good. But man,
No, I got you. Let me ask you this: between now and next Friday, how much do you think you can pay?
I hate to say that I can pay it and not be able to pay it, but I'm gonna do whatever you say to do. You know.
Well, I'm asking you. How much do you think you can pay between now and then? You're not that far.
I'm not sure. Hopefully, at least a couple $100. I know it's more than that, but
What I'll do is I'll just put a couple hundred here, somewhere by the 19th, and I understand what you're telling me. I'll adjourn this out to September 19th, 2025 at
3 p.m.
3 p.m. All right, that's an in-person hearing, and then contact the attorney's office or the management and see what you can work
Okay.
out.
Okay, I appreciate you. I appreciate you, sir. Thank you very much.
All right, take care, sir.
Have a good day.
You too. Augusta Woods versus Colette Drew. And
Daniel Landman for the plaintiff, Your Honor.
Calvin Turnage.
You don't have either one of them.
Drew, Turnage, neither are here. You may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. Based on my client's books and records, the current rent to retain is $894.31. Costs are $218 for a grand total of $1,112.31. The proposed judgment reflects a writ date of September 22nd. To the best of my knowledge, neither of these individuals are incompetent minors or members of the military service.
Judgment to the plaintiff by default for possession, redemption amount in the amount requested with a writ issue in 10 days. I think Miss Wolf signed back in. So let me try that again. Augusta Woods versus Susan Wolf.
Daniel Landman for the plaintiff. I do see her name.
Yeah,
I don't see her.
I don't. Yeah. Did she signed off though? Right?
That is correct. This is a big.
There she is.
All right. Miss Wolf? Yeah, no, something's still wrong with that. All right, let's see what we can do. How much is owing?
Your Honor, based on my client's books and records, the current balance is $969.21. Costs are $179 for a total of $1,148.21.
All right. Okay, since I can't hear you, it's okay, Miss Wolf. Since I can't hear you, is there, I'm going to ask yes or no questions, kind of. All right. Is there anything that you can pay by the 19th? Well, you're talking, but I can't hear you. Is that a yes or no?
We're in landlord-tenant territory. Expect fast timelines, tight rules, and judges laser-focused on rent, notice, and possession.
That was neither. All right, maybe I should do this. Miss Wolf, can you hear me? Well, I need nod your head if you can hear me. Okay. Can you pay anything on the balance before the 19th next Friday? Just give me a yes or no. No? Okay. So here's what I'm going to do. If you need assistance, you make sure that you pay attention to the video that played. I'm going to adjourn this for an in-person hearing to September 19th, 2025 at 3 p.m. You'll need to come down to the courthouse and then we'll deal with it there. And presumably I'll be able to hear you on that day. Okay? All right. Thank you. Have a good weekend. Did Mr. Miller? Oh, he's popped in. Let's go back to that one then. Arbor Meadows versus Thomas Miller.
Daniel Landman for the plaintiff. I do see Mr. Miller being in the Zoom
Hey.
meeting.
Hello, Your Honor.
Hello, Mr. Miller. Can you turn on your camera down there or?
I'm here in the court learning the laptop here. My phone
Okay,
was
it's all right.
Oh, there
We
he is.
got you. There you
my
are.
phone wasn't connecting. It connected, kicked me out, connected, kicked me out. So I figured I'd
No,
call the
it's-
number and get up here.
It's okay. We got the message that you were having problems and you're coming down. So appreciate you doing that. All right. How much is owing on this?
Your Honor, my client's books and records reflect a balance of $2,202.60, costs of $175 for a grand total of $2,377.60.
Your
All
Honor, that would be as of October 1st. It's not October 1st yet, so that next month is not due.
Let me check that, Your
Hold
Honor.
on a second.
I only owe for
Hold on,
September.
Mr. Miller.
Yes.
Your Honor, the ledger is reflecting that that's owed through September. It does not include October.
No. I'm
All
only
right.
1 month behind.
You're 1 month behind for,
September, sir.
you think you paid through August?
I would have to jump into my receipts, but I'm only expecting $1,123.73, I believe.
That, Your Honor,
And
was
that's
the
what
amount in August without
Your Honor,
including September's run.
I have the court paper here of the number is 1,123 on the court paper. It's not
I
2,000.
gotcha. No, and those court papers, let me just double check, would have been filed with your August balance because those were filed in August. And now September's due.
The landlord claims non-payment or a lease breach. Today is about setting the chessboard. Unless both sides settle, the real battle, trial, is next.
All right.
I can't
Let me ask
argue
you-
without my records, without the receipts. So
Okay.
I was
So-
only
Between now and next week, how much can you pay?
I have 300 in my pocket. I've had to pay everything else due to medical problems between my wife and myself. I've been unable to work. And she can't work because they won't hire her.
All right.
But I have 3 degenerative discs, so there's times that I can't even walk, Your Honor. And I've been, this last year has been really bad. I've been working with some dermatologists, rheumatologists, and all this to get me to where I can manage. I've got psoriatic arthritis, which is also psoriasis. So it's really
Got
hard sometimes. This is why you see me a lot, is because sometimes I can't hold up to my responsibilities, but it normally doesn't take me very long to come back.
Okay. So
Um,
here's what I need you to do. And let's see what we can work out. Pay the 300 to your landlord today. And then I'll adjourn this out to September 19th at 3 p.m. That'll be an in-person hearing. So you need to come down to the courthouse like you did today, but you get to come into the courtroom. Okay?
yes, sir. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. And we'll see what we can do. All right. Take care.
Yep.
Beal Properties versus Jacqueline Poole.
Daniel Landman on behalf of the plaintiff.
Jacqueline Poole? Not here. You may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. Your Honor, based on my client's books and records, Ms. Poole's rent to retain is $1,928.73. Cost her $175 for a grand total of $2,103.73. The proposed default judgment for possession provides for a writ date of September 22nd. To the best of my knowledge, Ms. Poole is not incompetent, a minor, or a member of the military service.
Judgment to the plaintiff by default for possession, redemption amount in the amount requested, writ issue in 10 days. BO Properties versus Mohammed Ahmed.
Daniel Landman for the plaintiff, Your Honor.
Not checked.
Mohammed Ahmed, not checked in. You may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. Based on my client's books and records, the rent to retain for Mr. Ahmed is $2,270. Costs are $175 for a grand total of $2,445. The proposed default judgment for possession reflects a writ date of September 22nd. To the best of my knowledge, this tenant is not incompetent, a minor, or a member of the military service.
Judgment to the plaintiff by default for possession, redemption amount in the amount requested, writ issue in 10 days.
Thank you,
And
Your Honor.
thank you. Augusta Woods versus Jessica Phillips. That matter is dismissed on plaintiff's motion without prejudice. All right. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor. We'll see you this afternoon.
Yes, sir. Clark Road Family Dividend Housing versus Dejanee Baker.
It's Dejanee Baker, Your Honor.
Say it again.
Dejanee.
Dejanee. Okay, I get it right today, but I'll mess it up next time. I guess.
Okay.
All right.
It's hard.
Okay. All
Good
right.
morning.
Counsel.
Good morning, Your Honor. Attorney Samantha Sprague, 1931, appearing on behalf of the plaintiff.
All right. And what is plaintiff's claim in this case?
Yes, Your Honor, we do show that currently there is past due rent in the amount of $2,779.23, along with court costs of $239.40, for a total due owing of $3,018.63.
All right. And Mr. Baker, how are you intending on getting that paid?
Your Honor, at the moment, I do not have the money to pay that.
Okay. Have you sought out any assistance at all?
I have. Your Honor, thank you for allowing me to speak first and foremost. I'd like to explain why I stopped paying my rent in July. It was not made lightly. It was due to my landlord's repeated failure to uphold their responsibilities under the lease and maintain a premises in a livable condition. There were even problems prior to my move-in. The original lease that I signed on date of January 24th, but the complex changed that date to January 31st. Without my consent, even with the new date, I was still required to pay a proration rate of $550. On top of that, I didn't sign an official lease until March 6th, which caused confusion about my rights and my obligations. Most recently, I came home to find a leak in my ceiling that caused a large hole in my apartment. The water damaged my new sectional, my television, and resulted in the death of my pet gerbil. The hole is still present and the leak was never properly resolved. The situation made my apartment an unlivable.
Did you tell the landlord you had a leak?
Yes, I did. I had called them that same night, and the maintenance director came to my apartment that night and discussed with me a few more issues that was going on in the apartment complex, as far as a shooting that had just happened the day before, as well as other problems with tenants having the water leaks in their apartments. It's black mold growing in the building. There is a tenants union that's trying to pursue a civil lawsuit against Huron Vista about the problems that
All right, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to stop you right there. I'm going to adjourn this out to September 19, 2025 at 3 p.m. That's an in-person hearing. You'll need to appear. I will reserve from this date the issue of escrow on this matter. You'll need to file a written answer with the court detailing what your complaints are. You'll need to do that by September 18th, 2025. You need to send a copy to the attorneys for your landlord.
Okay.
All right, we'll see you next week in person. Thank you.
No problem.
Clark Road, I'm
I'm
sorry,
so sorry. If I could get the date that written statement is due from her so I can calendar that.
the 18th.
The 18th. Thank you very much.
Yes. Clark Road Family Dividend Housing versus Lazaria Dottary.
Attorney Samantha Sprague, P81931, appearing on behalf of the plaintiff.
Dottary, they are not checked in. If you'd like to take a default, raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm testimony you're about to give will be the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
All right, go ahead.
Your Honor, I do show that there is past due rent due and owing in the amount of $2,626.70 per my client's ledger. Additionally, there is court costs in the amount of $239.40 for a total due and owing of $2,866.10. To the best of my knowledge, the unit was kept fit and habitable for its intended purpose. The defendant is not a minor in the military or otherwise unable to attend today's hearing. We did request a money judgment.
Oh, did you?
And
Okay.
I could, my apologies, Your Honor, I don't have that proration, but I will get that in just a moment. Dottary.
And I do have personal service.
Yes, Your Honor. I do show that their rental rate is $1,588 prorated to today's date. That would be a reduction of $952.80, which brings us to a problem with my Excel spreadsheet that is locked on me. If you could give me just a moment. My apologies to the court.
Okay.
That does bring us to a reduction in damages to $1,673.90, along with court costs in the amount of $239.40 for a total money damages in the amount of $1,913.30.
All right. Judgment to the plaintiff, that is by default for possession. Redemption amount is the 2866.10 figure with the writ to issue in 10 days. A money judgment in about a 1913.30 will also enter.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Valley Ranch versus Sharia Caldwell.
Because the defendants, but not anyone from Palace.
Hi, Your Honor.
Hello. What's your name?
Sharia Caldwell.
This is very unusual. Ma'am, do you think you paid your rent?
So what happened in my situation was for the month of August, I tried to go into the office and give them the cashier's check, but they told me that they were no longer accepting cashier's checks for whatever reasons within our company policy that had changed. So at that point, it was mid-August. They have filed in court. And so the late fees, the court fees was an additional almost $700.
No, I got you.
Yeah,
I'm trying to figure out, usually these attorneys are here. And so I'm giving them some latitude. Can we call their office?
Sure.
All right, ma'am, I'm going to stand in recess a bit and then I'll come right back. You're all I've got left, but